Hello everyone, this is by Manohar, Reddy, Department of Cybersecurity, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today I am going to discuss about the concept of how to write secure emails with the Mail-V-Loop software. Mail-V-Loop service, it is one type of PGP service. So what is Mail-V-Loop actually? So we already discussed in the previous sessions, the PGP is pretty good privacy as one type of service to write secure emails, and to write secure files also. So sending files, receiving files in the secure way. The main aim of PGP service is to provide the privacy and authentication of the data. To provide the privacy and authentication of the data. So how this Mail-V-Loop service is given the privacy and authentication of the data. So here, what is Mail-V-Loop actually? So Mail-V-Loop is a browser add-on. It is a browser add-on or a plugin. So we can call it as either add-on, browser add-on or plugin that extends its capability in encrypting email contents. So that provides the service extension service to the encrypting email contents and is based on OpenPGP cryptography standards. To be able to send, receive or digitally sign emails securely using OpenPGP based services like Mail-V-Loop. Users first have to create what public private key pair and share that public key. So with the help of this Mail-V-Loop software or Mail-V-Loop service, so this is an add-on service or plugin service, and with this service what we are going to do is we are going to create public private key pair and share the public key to the recipient. So how we are going to follow? So click the follow links to install this Mail-V-Loop on Google Chrome and Firefox browsers. So to access this service, we have to do what? We have to install this Mail-V-Loop on Google Chrome and Firefox browsers. So you can direct link with this link, and you can use in the Firefox also, or else download.mailvloop.com. You can use this download.mailvloop.com also. So if Mail-V-Loop is successfully installed, if Mail-V-Loop service is successfully installed, a lock icon is displayed somewhere in the main toolbar beside the address bar as shown in the image below. So here, after installation completed, the service is installed on your system. The browser displays that icon in the toolbar. That is what beside address bar. So this is all address bar. So beside this address bar, you can see this is the key symbol. This is the key symbol. So click this icon to configure your encryption keys and access other management settings. So click on this icon to configure your encryption keys and access other management settings also. So before installing this service, you are not able to see this lock symbol. But after installing that service, after the service is extended, a service is added in your browser, it shows that this icon. So that to be able to encrypt emails, you need to do what? So after that lock symbol is displayed, so what you have to do is what? You have to encrypt emails. So for that, what you have to do is what? First one, generate encryption keys. So that encryption keys are nothing but what? Public and private key pairs. To receive or sign encrypted emails. sign encrypted emails. So in that first one is what? Public key. So first one is what? Public key. So it is a key used for encrypting a message. It is a key used for encrypting message. The key must be made available to the public. So the key which is generated is to be available for the public, and it is mainly used while sending an encrypted mail. So the public key is used only for sending encrypted mail. When you send an encrypted email, you need to use this public key of the recipient. You will need to use the public key of the recipient. So what you need to do is you need to use the public key of the recipient. So recipient public key you need to use. And the second one is what? Private key. So private key, it is used to decrypt the message. It is used to decrypt the message. To decipher or read an encrypted message. To decipher or read an encrypted message, you need to use this private key. So this private key is used for decrypting the message or decrypting the file. This key should be kept away from anyone else who is not its owner. So we need to keep it away from anyone else, and needs to be stored securely. That private key needs to be stored securely, and access is restricted by the password. Access is restricted by the password also. So this is the way generating encryption keys. So one is what? Generating public key, and the second one is what? Generating private key. So generating public key is writing the encrypted mails, and generating private key is for decrypting the mails. And after generation of the encryption keys, the second phase is what? Import public key of users you want to send encrypted emails to. So now you need to do what? Send encrypted emails. So before that, import public keys of users you want to send encrypted emails. So you need to import public keys. So to do that, what we have to understand the key management process. So here the mail loop service is displaying like this. Here you can observe that key management is one option, encryption is one option, the next options also, and here documentation and about. So in this dashboard you can see the manage keys, and the second one is encrypt and decrypt files, and view security logs, and manage authorized domains and help. So before we go on to encrypting emails, let's see how we handle keys for that. How we manage the keys. So click on mail logs log icon in the toolbar and click on dashboard. So you will land in the following page. From here, click on manage keys. So first you need to log dashboard. You need to display log dashboard. So in the dashboard you will see the manage keys. So then next, generating keys. So how you are going to generate the keys? So click generate plus option to open the key generation dialog. So fill out the boxes and assign a key password. Make sure you never lose this password. So here you are generating a password, and if it is lost, the password cannot be recovered. And the key can no longer be used. It might be a good idea to use your keychain access or password manager to manage your newly created password. You can use it, but make sure that your password manager is in secure way. Enter all the necessary information. Click on advanced and ensure secure algorithm, and the key size is selected. So click generate to start generating key and repeat for any other email accounts. Repeat it for any other email account. So what you need to do here is what? Click generate plus to open the key generation dialog. In that it is asking you to enter key password. So now you can give the password. The password has to be remembered and which cannot be recovered also. So here you can see the generate key, the name and the email, the next algorithm which is used and the key size, key expiration date also, and enter the password. Here you are entering the password and re-enter the password which has to be recovering, which has to be remembered for a long time. And after that, select the checkbox upload public key to Mailwheel key server. So click on generate. Click on generate option. So now the key is generated. Click on generated option. Afterwards, you can see the result in the key list by selecting key management. So after click on generate option. After click on generate option, you can see the list of keys generated in the key management option. So that is what we displayed here. So afterwards, you can see the result in the key list. Result in the key list by selecting key management. So after selecting the key management, you can see the name of the key, email of the key ID, and the key created date. Key created date. So after generation of the key is displayed like this. Key is displayed like this. The next, importing the keys. So how you are going to import the keys? To import existing keys. So click on key management, the option. So in this option you can see key management option. So click on that key management option in the option menu and then import key. Click on import key. So now you can import key either from public key servers or from a text file or paste text file or paste text. So the following demonstrated importing key from key server. So click on that import keys. So it is asking you to search for the public keys or key server. So it is asking you to search for the public keys on key server. The key server is nothing but maintaining Mailwheel maintaining key server. So that import key from file. So you can import key from file. So that select a key text file to import. Import key as a text. Import key as a text. So you need to import the key which you want to apply as a encryption key. So now click on import. Click on import. So first step is generating key. After that importing key. So the key is imported from internal server or the text files are importing key as a text. So after importing key, the search results will be displayed on the key server website in a new tab. So the search results for org.info, this is the key. So here the type is displayed, bit is displayed, date is displayed, and user ID is also displayed. So after clicking on the displayed key ID, after displaying, click on the displayed key ID, the key text will be shown. This is all the key text. This is all the key text will be displayed. Text will be shown, and Mailwheel will be able to detect the key. So Mailwheel will be able to detect the key. So this is a public key server which contains the file. With another click on the key symbol, the key is imported into Mailwheel. The key is imported into Mailwheel. So the next exporting keys. How you are exporting keys? So now generating keys okay. The next importing keys is okay. The next searching for the keys. The next exporting the keys. So key export functionality is used to export keys into .asc files or to copy files to clipboard. .asc files or to copy the files to clipboard. So we can use this function. We can use this function to make public keys available. Make public keys available for others to import or to make a backup of public-private key pair in a secure place. So now all the public keys pairs are to be exporting. So to export all these keys, click key management option menu and then export key. So the import key and export key options, import and export key options are available in the key management window. So click on that key management. You can see the export key. So clicking on that export key, click on that export key. So clicking on the export key, then you need to select that key. So key details will be displayed here. What is the status of key, created date, expires date, and what is the password, and the key ID, what type of algorithm we are using, what is the length of the key, and what is the PGP fingerprint also. So this is the main key. So now this key file is all exported into the file status, exported into the file. The next, revoke keys. So to revoke keys or delete them from my envelope server. So to revoke keys, what we need to do, we need to delete them from mail envelope server. So click key management in the option menu. Click key management in the option menu. Select the key and then revoke. Select the key and then revoke. So here we can see the revoke key. So click on this revoke option. So which is already seen here, revoke option. Click on this revoke option. Click on this revoke option. It is asking you to, would you still like to revoke the key? Click on S. Click on S. Now it is displaying the window, enter key password. Enter key password. So now enter the password. Click on OK. Enter the password. Click on OK. If the email ID exists and the operation has been successful, your key status will change to revoked. So if it is verifying that email ID is the exist or not, and if it is existed, then operation has been successful, your key status will change to revoked process, revoked setup. So the confirmation link will be sent to your mail. Confirmation link will be sent to this email. Once you confirm, your key is removed from the key server. So now what we did here, we are revoking our key from the key server. So for that, what we are doing, we are verifying our emails. So after verifying that email, the key is removed from the key server and the key is revoked into your mail. So the key is revoked here and the revoked status is revoked and mail is confirmed here. All the key details are displayed here. All the key details are displayed here. So check your inbox for new email. Check your inbox for new email from mail envelope and follow the instructions there to complete the removal. Follow the instructions to complete the removal. The next, defining the primary key. Defining the primary key. So what is the mean by primary key? How we are going to defining it? So to define a key as a primary or default key, to define a key as a primary or default key, we need to open the key management window. There you can see remove option, export option, revoke option and set as default key. So now to define a key as a primary or default key, click key management option in the option menu, select the key, click and then set as default. Then set as default. The primary or default key is always used unless another key is explicitly selected. Unless another key is explicitly selected. If you are not using another keys, you are using only this key, then it is make it as a better to set as default key. So now the key is valid. The set as default key, the key is valid, the status is valid, and key details also displayed here. Key details also displayed here. And now encrypting the message. So how we are encrypting the message? So email messages are created and encrypted in an external editor. So the email messages are created and encrypted. How the mails are created and encrypted in an external editor. So the compose button is displayed in all email composing areas. So the compose button is displayed in all email composing areas of web mail provider and will launch Mailwheel's external editor. and will launch mail envelopes external editor. So after clicking on that compose option, the message box is displayed like this. Here you can see the recipients and the subject, and here the mail envelope service. Mail envelope service. So by mentioning the recipient and the subject and clicking on this icon, you will get the mails are to be encrypted. So clicking on the compose button will open a new pop-up with a separate editor. This ensures that the email creation and encryption process is completely isolated from the webmail provider. Completely isolated from the webmail provider. So to compose, you need to click on that compose button displayed on the mail composite mail. So here the compose mail. So here we are composing a mail to one of the mail address like a test@org. So this is the message, and checking on this sign message with the key. Check on this sign message with the key. So we are applying the key as encryption key. Then next click on encrypt button. Click on encrypt button. The email can now be composed. The email can now be composed. You can choose the recipient, or more specifically the people who should be allowed to decrypting the message. So those who want to read this message, those who want to see the contents of this message can apply here. You can add more than one recipient also. By adding the email address to the upper input field in the dialog, for each recipient there has to be a public key available in mail envelope keyring. So for each and every recipient, the public key is available in the mail envelope keyring. So here keyring is nothing but data structure which maintains all the public key IDs, private key IDs. So if you enter an unknown email address, the mail envelope will automatically search the mail envelope key server. So it searches for the verification of the mail. If you are entering wrong mail address, it has to be searches in the mail envelope key server, and it checks for the mail is compatible or not, mail is verified or not. So for the PGP keys, and import the matching keys without further action required. So alternatively, you can also import keys manually as described in importing keys earlier. So next, click the encrypt button to encrypt the message and transfer the results back to the webmail client with the options button in the mail envelope editor. So you can access the option to sign the message also. So here by clicking on this encryption button, the mail envelope service is encrypting all this message or mail. So now the mail is received by the receiver side. So next, message decryption. So whenever mail envelope detects an encrypted message in your webmail client, so whenever the mail envelope service detect your encrypted message, it marks the mail with a closed envelope icon. It marks the mail with a closed mail envelope icon. So click on to decrypt the message. Here it is showing that the message with the lock symbol. So if you click on this message, if you click on this icon, it is asking you to enter some password. So click on this icon. The next enter a key password and click on OK. So after clicking on this icon, it displays the dialog box to enter key password. So this is the receiver mail address, and receiver mail address received that message, and he wants to see the contents. So click on that icon. So now it is asking you to enter. Please enter your key password. To decrypt the message. So now you can enter the password here. Then next click on OK. So mail envelope tries to find the private key that is required to decrypt the message. If the correct key is found in the keyring, so what you are entered in this password key box, whatever you are entered in the key box, that is found in the keyring, the corresponding user and key ID are displayed in the password dialog. So that corresponding user and key ID are displayed in the password dialog. So after the key is unlocked, after the key is unlocked with the password, the key is unlocked, the message is decrypted. The message is decrypted and directly shown in the marked area. Directly shown in the marked area. So this is the message. After clicking on that decrypting key, after giving that decrypting key, the mail is going to display the message like this. The mail is going to be displayed. The message contents is going to be like this. So this is the way of maintaining encryption and decryption of this keys. If an encrypted message contains a signature, if an encrypted message contains signature, the mail will verify the signature. The service is to be verify the signature and show the result with a label in the upper right corner. Show the label in the upper right corner. Here it is showing upper right corner of the decrypted message. A click on the signed digitally label will open up a dialog showing the verifying result and the signature details. Verifying the result and the signature details. The next file encryption. How we are now message encryption is done. So file encryption. So how we are going to perform file encryption. So file encryption process. So click on mail envelopes lock icon in the toolbar to open the main menu. So click on mail envelopes lock icon. So which is see here. So lock open the main menu. Open the main menu. Click options and choose file encryption from the top menu bar. So click options and click options and click on file encryption menu. So with the file encryption feature of mail envelope, you can encrypt files on your storage devices according to the PGP standard. So as with email encryption, the files will be encrypted with the recipient's public key. The file encryption feature can also be used to encrypt and decrypting email attachments also. So here, in the first step, files on the storage device will be selected for encryption with the add symbol. So you need to choose what? You need to click add symbol. So after adding the symbol, you can choose the file decryption, text decryption. Select any of the file encryption and then next click on next option. So click on next and choose the recipients you want to encrypt the files for. So to whom you are sending that encrypted file. So give the mail. So that is the mail which I want to send the encrypted file to, and mention that the person added. If you want to add more than once, they can add, and click on encrypt button. So after clicking on this encrypted button, the file is to be encrypted. The file by default will be saved as .gpg. By default, it is saved as .gpg. And you can click on option and check encrypted to file in the text format to save as .ac. So after clicking encrypt the files, are encrypted for the selected recipients. So finally click on save all to save the file. So after selecting that file encryption, it is asking you to save all or save the file. So click on save all. So the next decrypting file. So now the file is encrypted and forwarded to the recipient address. Now the steps to decrypting the file are similar to the encryption process. So first choose the file decryption in the left menu. So you need to select the file decryption. Then use the add button to select the file to be decrypted. So the decrypted files will be displayed once you click on this add button, once you enter your private key password. So after adding this one, you have to use this file and click on next option. So click on next option. So after clicking on this file, it is asking you to enter private key password. It is entered, asking you to enter private key password. So it is asking you to enter private key password. So then next enter private key password. Then next open that file. Open that file. Open that file. So after opening that file, you can see the contents of your file. So this is a way of decrypting the file. This is a way of decrypting the file. So once again, we revise the topic which we discussed in this session. So how we are performing encryption and decryption of the message, and how we are performing encryption and decryption of the files here. So for this, what we have to do is we have to understand the key management concept in the mail envelope service. Key management concept in the mail envelope service. So see here for the what is mean by mail envelope. So it is one type of PGP service. After installing that service, you can see the symbol. You can see the symbol that shows that your service is installed. Your service is installed. So after that one, you have to do is what? Generating encryption keys. First one is what? Generating encryption keys. After that, importing public keys. So here we can understand that key management options: manage keys, encryption and decrypting files, view security logs, and manage authorized domains. So you need to see key management options. So generating keys, how you are generating keys. So encryption key, how you are generating, and how you are generating decryption keys. And password you need to generate. So here the generating key process. So name of the key, and email of the key, and algorithm, which type of algorithm using for that key, and the key size, appropriate expired date, and what is the password, and confirmation of the password. The next generate. So after filling up all these fields, your key is generated. After that, you need to do is what? You need to import the keys into mail envelope server. So importing keys. For this, you are going to search the keys which you are generated already. So generated keys you are importing here. So then next, exporting the keys into mail envelope. So after exporting that, if you want to revoke that keys also, you can revoke that keys by removing the keys from mail envelope server. By removing the mail envelope server keys, you can revoke the keys here. So to revoke that key also, you need to enter password. The next key management option, revoked status is displayed. The next, defining the primary key also. So how you are defining the primary key, and you are set as the default key. So set as default key also. Now how encrypting the message. So before encrypting the message, you need to compose the message. Select the recipient, click on compose. It is asking you to enter encryption. Click on encryption option. Then next, it is forwarded to the recipient address. Now the receiver got mail address. Now message is to be decrypted. So how message decrypted? So once the mail is received by the receiver mail, the message, click on this icon to decrypt the contents. So after clicking on this icon, it is asking you to enter the password to display the contents. So enter the password to display the contents. Okay, click on OK. Now the message is got displayed here. So like the way message is to be encrypted and decrypted. Similarly, the file encryption. So to do this file encryption process also, you need to click on this add option. So select the file which you want to encrypt. So selecting the file, click on file encryption, and give the recipient mail address. Click on encryption option. The file is encrypted and the file is sent to the receiver side. So now receiver got the mail, receiver got the file with the encryption process. Now click on file decryption process. So to decrypting that files, click on that file which you want to decrypt it. So click on that file decryption, click on next. It is asking you to enter the password to decrypting. So this is all about to how the message is encrypted and decrypted with the mail envelope service, and how the file is to be encrypted and decrypted with the mail envelope service. So here finally what we are understanding here, the mail envelope is one one PGP service that offers to write secure emails with encrypted message or encrypted files. So this is the way of understanding how to write secure emails with the mail below service. Thank you all.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.